I'm Stephen Fisher with Yamaha, and I'm here at Sam Ash to show you the Yamaha Tour Custom drum set. Yamaha's been making great drums for over 50 years, and one of the keys to that success is making sound a priority. We've got great artists like Steve Gadd, Steve Jordan, Dave Weckl, Terry Lynn Carrington, Paul Bostaff from Slayer, Larry Mullen Jr. from U2, Carter Beauford, and all these drummers are looking for an instrument to express their own musical voice, and Yamaha does it for them. Well, this is the Yamaha Tour Custom drum set, and it is a workhorse. This is the working man's drum set. I mean, if you're out there playing gigs and rehearsals and doing some recording and transporting to different places, this is the drum set for you. This is a perfect drum set for a lot of players. Let's say you're a younger player, just starting off, you need that step-up drum set. Maybe you're starting to get some really good gigs. Maybe you did a recording session and your drums didn't sound all that great. This is a perfect drum set for you. House of worship, schools, another great fit. Let's say you're one of those very fortunate few that own a Yamaha Phoenix kit. Now, I'm sure you don't want to go dragging around your prized possession to gigs. This is another perfect drum set for you. The Tour Custom comes in 5 delicious satin finishes. There's butterscotch satin, there's caramel satin, which I have here, there's candy apple satin, licorice satin, and also chocolate satin. There's also 2 different configurations. This one in front of me is the 22-inch bass drum configuration with a 22x16. I have a 10x7, a 12x8, and a 16x15. We also have a 20-inch bass drum configuration with a 20x15, a 10x7, 12x8, and a 14x13. You can also buy a 13x9 tom, and a 14-inch floor tom is also sold separately. That's great because if I bought a 14x13 floor tom, I could do 2 up, 2 down, and if I also added the 13, I've got enough drums to do almost any gig that you can throw at me. And just so you know, the snare drum that I have here is my Recording Custom 5.5x14 aluminum snare drum. If you haven't checked out the Recording Custom snare drums, do yourself a favor and check them out. They're awesome drums. As I mentioned, the Yamaha Tour Custom drum set is an all maple drum set. It's also 6-ply maple. The inner plies are a little bit thinner, giving you a total thickness of 5.6 millimeters. And we did that to give the shell a little more resonance so you can bring out more of that great maple sound. It's also built using a process the Yamaha pioneered years ago using staggered diagonal seams. What that does not only does make for a really round shell, which is the genesis of getting a great drum sound, but also makes for a very solid shell. It also includes 45-degree bearing edges, which is very useful for a wide variety of different music styles. The Tour Custom also features 2.3 millimeter inverse dyna hoops. They're also called stick savers. The functionality is, of course, saving sticks, but they also help save your bearing edges from aggressive playing or when you transport your drums and they're being knocked around. But at Yamaha, with sound being our priority, we actually selected the inverse dyna hoops because what it does is it focuses the sound. So you get more of that great maple sound out of the drum without sacrificing any of the sustain. For the lugs, we have the Absolute Series lugs. It's a single post design, so minimal shell contact with an indexing pin so the lug doesn't swivel at all. Not only that, but also has an insulator between the actual lug and the shell to minimize vibration. For the mounting system, we have the Yes mount, which is the Yamaha Enhanced Sustain System mount. Gives you the maximum sustain you're going to get out of this drum shell using that mount. We also finish off the drum with a professional looking badge, just like our high-end series drums, whether it's the Live Custom, Absolute Hybrid Maple, Recording Custom, or even the Phoenix set. For the floor tom, we also feature the classic Yamaha floor tom brackets along with a hardened steel wing bolt, so it's not going to snap when you crank down on those floor tom legs. The bass drum features matching bass drum hoops and die-cast bass drum claws. Now it's a 10-lug bass drum, and it's even a 10-lug bass drum for the 20-inch bass drum as well. You don't find that very often, only in professional drums. We also have the classic Yamaha bass drum Spurs, and of course a low mass tom mount. Now for the tom mount itself, It's a 3-hole TH945 tom mount that comes included. The 2 holes are being used for the CL clamps holding the toms, but I have a 3rd hole that's waiting there to add another cymbal stand, another CL, so I can add cymbals, toms, wherever I want to, and start using the Yamaha system hardware that's all compatible and start building my own custom configurations. For the tom mounts, we have the hex rod and also something that Yamaha developed years ago, which is really unique, which is called the ball clamp system. What I can do is loosen it up, and it allows me to turn the drum 360 degrees anywhere I want to. I can even turn it upside down and tune the bottom head without taking it off the mount. Put it into place with about a half a turn. It's locked, super solid and steady for me to play. And the Tour Custom is going to sound great coming right out of the box. The reason why? It has Remo USA clear ambassador heads for the toms, it has a clear Power Stroke 3 for the bass for batter head, and a UT smooth white Power Stroke 3 resonant logo head. As you've seen and heard, the Yamaha Tour Custom drum set is a fantastic value. Whether you're playing live, recording, rehearsing, doing all three, any style of music, you want a great maple drum set, the Yamaha Tour Custom is the drum set for you. Once again, I'm Steven Fisher with Yamaha, and you can check out the Tour Custom and all the great Yamaha drum products at Sam Ash.